Deconstruction.
What's up, everybody? It's the Hard Deconstruction. You can find us at harddeconstruction.tumblr.com, youtube.com/harddeconstruction, as well as facebook.com/the Hard Deconstruction with your host Alex and
Lumpy Face Princess.
And Danny swears that he can't hear himself as a robot today, but you can count and drink how many times you hear him talk like that. Anyway, today's film is
Night of the Demons 2.
Night of the Demons 2 is a film directed by Brian Trenchard-Smith. Came out in 1994, written by Joe Augustin, etc., etc. It's a sequel to the obviously Night of the Demons 1.
Do you think it's a sequel to that?
I would listen. Let me tell you something, Danny, about this film.
Imagine I really had no idea.
You know how I had to sit through what was that movie? Killjoy, and I had to sit through.
Oh God, Killjoy.
I had to sit through Rabid Grannies.
That was a bad one.
This
movie. This isn't as bad as that. Come on.
This movie made me want to stop doing this show. And I'm not kidding. There's a point in this film that made me not just stop, and I just didn't want to do. I'm not kidding. I was really like, I was having a no-life crisis. Like, you know how people have midlife crisis?
Yeah, right. You're having like, what has my life become crisis.
I was like, I have no life because I do this show, and then I'm like, wow, why am I doing it? Because I have to watch movies like this because Danny picks them. I have to watch these for the rest of my life. And I'm sure we can take a guess at what point that happened. Like when I came to the crashing realization of this horrible life that I have.
I'm gonna guess towards the ending climax area with the water guns and everything.
Yeah. So the film is about high schoolers throw a Halloween party in a mansion haunted by a young demon. Already, I don't know if a demon could be young, but you know, whatever. The body is young. Let's set up the. I'm telling you, I'm gonna blow my brains out because the way your audio is in this episode is horrible. But you know what?
I'm sorry. What does it really sound like? It sound like Johnny Five?
You sound like Max Headroom with an epileptic seizure happening at the same time.
Is it? Do you understand my words though?
You sound like a robot. That's all I can say. You sound like.
Well, that's cool though.
You swear it's not happening, so the people at home, when they're gonna hear this, they're gonna stop listening to this episode. I'll make this episode 5 minutes long. I don't care. It's just driving me nuts. All right, so Night of the Demons 2. Danny, what's your history with this film?
Not much history. I've seen the first one, the remake of the first one, and that's it.
Oh, you saw the remake of the first one. I've never seen any of the Night of the Demons franchise. I saw maybe the last 10 minutes of the remake on television somehow.
The remake is like kind of annoyed me actually. The parts are cool though.
It's weird because I know you said that Night of the Demons 2, like you said, it was better than the first one, and if that's by
that's what I've heard and I've read that a lot. I've seen like little bits pieces of it, and it seems like it's faster moving, but it's stupid. You know.
Because if part one is horrible, and I think this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, then I don't know what the fuck I never want to see.
The first one's more boring, from what I remember.
Oh really? I don't know. The parts that I saw, I think the first. I was surprised that there's a lot of nudity in this film, and I remember seeing nudity because Horror Harbor was having a stream of the first one up, and there was like people naked every 3 seconds, but they had
like that.
What's that?
The nudity.
They had all these weird but there was like some girl with weird surgical I guess that's when they first had boob jobs because she had some weird ass boob jobs. Some chick in the movie.
Oh, one where her boobs turn into hands.
No, I'm talking about part one.
Oh,
and then like some girl, she's like bending over, so you can see her panties, and there's like an Asian girl with her knockers hanging out, and it's very strange, having sex inside of a coffin. That's all the parts that I saw, and I was like, all right, I'm out of here. But anyway,
has what's his face, John Connor in it.
Yeah, in the remake, yeah. He got all like puffy, right? You notice that he got all not.
Yeah,
he didn't become a rap mogul. I meant he's just like overweight. And but Night of the Demons 2, it starts out how?
It starts out.
It kind of shoots its load pretty early, doesn't it? And what kind of film it is?
Well, it doesn't even start until like 52 minutes in. I counted. But
that's what I'm gonna say.
Starts out with what, like in the boarding school or whatever?
No, it doesn't. The opening of the film is these two people that are like Christians or Mormons.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right.
They're Mormons, and they go up to the Hull House, which
really stupid.
The Hull House, which is I guess what happened is the first film. I guess that's where it took place. The Hull House is this house where I guess all the I never saw part one, so sorry.
It's like I guess it's like an abandoned mausoleum or something stupid.
No, it looked like a regular. Oh, it was funeral
No,
home.
I
Yeah,
think I think that's what it was in the first movie. It was like an abandoned like graveyard type of thing, and then like
I think it was a
this
funeral
person
home.
threw a party in it, and that's the first movie. Angela, the girl that's the main demon in this, was like a human that threw a party.
Yeah, they try to make Angela into, I guess, a Freddy Krueger type, a character, a female version of all those slasher villains.
Yeah,
Has
that's
there
what
been
Angela
a
Baker is, not this girl.
Has there been a successful female slasher villain? Yeah, no.
Yeah, Angela Baker.
This one?
Angela Baker.
Who the hell?
Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
That's the most successful one I know of.
In your mind. So anyway, these two Mormons come and they try to, I guess, show the way of the Lord to...
Well, and again, she's not really a woman, so...
They try to show the light to Angela, and she successfully kills them off within the first 5 minutes of the movie. But the way it's set up, I feel like the movie was done, and then they told them, oh, we need a strong opening to the film, which I guess they did not do. Mm-hmm. And they had that murder in the beginning, but then already, there was no setup for it to happen.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of setup.
Like 52 minutes is how long it took for something to happen.
I think that's what happened. I think they had the film, and then they said, "Listen, we need something to open up this fucking movie with because there's no. You got to wait 52 minutes, like you said." For me, the movie is awesome for 7 minutes total. Like 56 minutes into the film, we'll get to it, and then 2 minutes towards the end. That's about it. The rest of it, I was like, "What am I watching?" But you can tell. I don't know how serious the first movie is. I was looking through images of the first film and how Angela.
I think the first one's a little less comedy-like, and it's definitely not filled with silliness as this.
Yeah, I think what happened here is that they were trying to do the Evil Dead mold. Like the first movie was serious a little bit, and then this one was trying to be funnier because they do lift the whole flying camera demon through the house stuff.
Yeah, and they're definitely not as successful, I would have to say.
Yeah, and then they try to be all funny and stuff. The makeup effects are pretty cool. The demon stuff is good. There's only one iffy part. So anyway, let's go back to the film. Starts out with that whole killing those two religious people. I guess goes back to this. Now goes to this boarding school where I guess troubled kids are sent. I assume that's what the.
Yeah, I mean they're all like troubled, or they are like orphans or some shit.
And it's led by the sister Gloria. Sister Gloria is this. I don't know. And
that Father Bob or something, right? Bob?
Yeah, Father Bob, played by Rod McCary and Jennifer Rhodes, respectively. And her gag is that she walks around with a big yardstick. Very Mother Superior type character. This nun who's like kind of straight laced and she doesn't want anybody to have fun.
That kind of thing. About the Holy Ghost. Whenever she sees people about to have sex,
leave room for the Holy Ghost whenever somebody's close to another. Like whenever this guy.
I guess that means like have a threesome with God.
Yes. Anyway, I'm just listening to how robotic you sound. So there's a main character named.
God damn it! I don't hear it at all. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, because you're talking, Danny, and you can't hear yourself right now.
Maybe I am. Imagine like right now, I am a robot speaking to you.
Yeah, there you go. Say
it. I couldn't make it. I had a headache, so I sent my robot replacement.
Do the rest of the episode saying I am doing this.
I am doing this.
It really sounded like a robot right now. Okay, so there's Christy Harris who plays BB, which is the main, I guess the lead character, the female of the film. She's got like that southern look to her, like the redhead girl.
Is that the one that's married to Ben Stiller?
No, actually, that is Christine Taylor. She played Marcy She played Marcy in the Brady Bunch movie, and you know who was funny?
She's also in Dodgeball.
Yeah, before she was married to what's his name? What did you just say?
Arrested Development. Ben Stiller.
Before she was married to Ben Stiller, you know who she was dating for a while?
Who?
Neil Patrick Harris. Before he came out of the closet.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think she made him come out? Like there's something so repulsive about her vagina lips that it caused him to want to be gay.
How much cornholing do you think she got? So anyway, so there's BB. There's who is this?
Carrie. Their names aren't important.
Okay, so
what matters is Mouse and Angela.
Yeah, Mouse and Angela. Oh no, but there's like a bitch character, a super bitch character. Which one is she? That's
what the hell was her name?
Is that
like that bully girl?
She kind of looks like Yancey Butler, the girl who played Witchblade at the TV show. She kind of has that masculine, feminine look.
Her name is Shirley.
She also looks like Sarah Connor from the Terminator movies, kind of. You know what I mean?
That's the connection to the remake. There you go.
But she's actually probably the most interesting character in the film to me.
I do like when she shows her boobs.
Yeah, that was an awesome scene. So anyway, they're all fucking around. There's like a lot of setup for like literally almost an hour in this movie. These kids going in school and shit, and you're really going, "What the fuck is going on with this movie?" There's
For whatever reason, it doesn't bore me that much, but I don't know.
I was watching it, and when obviously I was watching it, but for me, when I was watching, I was like, this felt like it was pieces hobbled together from all these other movies that I've seen before. And obviously stuff that it ended up inspiring. Obviously, like Night of the... No, wait, what was the stupid movie with the vampires that Quentin Tarantino wrote with Robert Rodriguez?
Dusk Till Dawn?
Dusk Till Dawn obviously took the... Wait, did the Water Guns... Dusk Till Dawn was after 1994, right?
Well, they had shotguns.
No, the kid with the water balloons in the Super Soaker.
Okay.
Remember? He had the Super Soaker with the holy water? And, yeah, this movie has that. I forget when... Dusk Till Dawn, I think it was like at least 1997 or something like that.
So definitely after this.
And yeah, so anyway, whatever. There's a kid named Perry who's into reading dark. He's into demonology, even though he goes to this school because he wants to prove the existence of it. I don't know why you would want to bother. I mean,
yeah, what the hell is wrong with him?
He's an idiot. He's very familiar. He's played by Robert Jane, but you've seen him in a lot of shit, but I just can't think of what else. Mouse is the sister of Angela from the first film. Angela is, I guess, the girl who got possessed at the end. I don't know what happened in the first one. I don't know if Angela died in the first one or she just killed everybody.
Well, she became a demon.
And Mouse is a very mousy-looking character. She kind of looks like Janine from the Ghostbusters.
I feel bad for her. I want to like squeeze her and grab her butt, like as she's holding me for comfort.
She has no, but she's very sexless. You know what I mean? She's very like.
But that's kind of like a turn on. I can't explain it.
Is he a sick fuck? And then there's also the two boneheaded main. You can hear how tired I am. I just don't want to talk about this movie. There's two bonehead.
This movie just exhausted you.
It just exhausted me. I just felt sad watching it and then thinking about my life.
It's not that terrible. There are a lot of really bad scenes though, for sure.
Who are the two main guys? There's King Snake. What was his name?
King Snake, or they called him Inchworm or something, and AZ or something, or Z-Boy?
No, Z-Boy was the cool demon guy. The guy that he had a 10-foot dong when he became a demon.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one
I don't want to talk about this
headless
movie.
one.
Danny, talk about this movie.
The one playing the basketball. All you got to know about this movie is that it's really stupid, but it's kind of funny, and I kind of enjoy it, but I kind of hate it.
What were the strongest parts of this movie for you?
The hand boobs were really good.
Yeah, there's a sequence in the film where I guess there's a threshold or a kind of a gateway, because the main kids go to this house, the Hull house, because the main bitch tricked them, and she was gonna play a practical joke. She happens to get the main character BB and her boyfriend, whatever the fuck his name is, Jerry. I don't know any of these dumb characters. They bring them over to this spot and they're gonna make a joke, and I thought they were really gonna kill the girl, which is pretty neat. I thought they were like
they're gonna sacrifice Mouse.
Yeah, so the bitch girl has her boyfriend who's like this 8-foot guy with a red baseball cap, and I guess she also fucks Z-Boy, who's this other kind of goofy character who's kind of like this crazy.
She's kind of cool for her age.
Yeah, I guess she likes to have sword fights in her mouth. And
right.
And they're there and they're gonna they were gonna kill a cat, I guess, but I guess they weren't. I don't know what the fuck. And then they put Mouse on. What was the setup of them having the cat? Were they gonna scare them by sacrificing the cat if the whole joke was that they were gonna kill?
They thought they were gonna pretend to kill the cat, I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like that because then they put Mouse on the thing too, on the table.
Yeah, they were just like,
I think that's just
pretending like they're gonna make demons come using the kid's demon book that they stole.
Yeah, but I mean then why even bring the cat out? Because they were talking to each other with no other characters around, pulling the cat out as if they were gonna sacrifice the cat. Do you know what I mean?
That was to play the trick on the audience.
Yeah, that was to fool us at home, to characters that don't exist in that third dimension. This fucking movie, man. So anyway, they had so much potential to do some cool shit in this movie, and they just fucking do stupid crap in this movie. So anyway, they had this house, Christine Taylor's. Oh no, the BB. She finds the lipstick. I guess somebody used lipstick in the first movie. Or they just.
I like that scene too.
Girls are fucking gross. Why would they take somebody's lipstick that's probably been there for 10 years and decide to wear it? What a bunch of fucking yuck.
I don't think they would. But, you know, it's a movie. You need stupid people.
So she takes the lipstick, and it's like a fucking snake that lives inside of the lipstick. I don't know why it's possessed. A fucking man. And then Christine Taylor goes to the bathroom, and there's a guy's face in the toilet, and it's supposed to be funny. I'm like, this is horrible, man. I was just like watching and going, why? Why me? Why, Danny? Why'd you do it to me? And they try
to do stuff about demons, not Satan specifically. Otherwise, I would have chosen The Omen or.
There's 1,000 demon movies that have.
There are none that are worse, better or worse than this necessarily. We've done a lot of them already.
There's a lot of shitty movies. So anyway,
I think we've kind of covered all the good ones pretty much.
I guess I think we're done ever doing a demon month again. They cross the threshold of this area because I guess there's a lake or a waterfall that I don't know how that works in the lore of this film, but they decide to bring the lipstick back, and that's like literally about 50 minutes into the film. It really is.
Yeah, that's when it finally starts.
Because what the film wants to set you up is that how bored these kids are in a boarding school. That's literally what it is.
And then after we see all this, why don't we go back there, which all depended on the stupidity of Father Bob.
It's really horrible. And the coolest part in the film is that they actually, there's a whole school party at the actual school itself, and
I like the party that they had.
It's like a Halloween party going on. In real life, they wouldn't throw a Halloween party in a Christian school because they think it's evil.
Especially not with like death metal or whatever was playing.
Yeah, that's the funny part. No, but that's because the kids snuck that in. But Christian school I would assume they would not celebrate that at all because it's not like. Well, I don't know. It might be Catholic. I don't know what the difference is. But anyway, so...
Depends how religious, I guess.
The kid Perry, the one... I can only remember his name because he's such a stupid character who's studying satanic stuff. It's so funny. Remember, he actually is trying to conjure up a demon, and he conjures Angela's demon out of a mirror. And he's talking about it normal. He goes...
Look, it scratched my wrist and stuff, like so calmly.
Yeah, a creature flew through a fucking mirror and slashed his hands. He goes, it was true, it was right there. Look at these slashes on my arms. And I was like, why? Why are you doing this to me? I blame everything on you, Danny.
It's the worst act.
It's horrible. And then, like, the priest is like, you desecrated this. But I'm tired. And anyway, so the kids get back to the party. The bitch character puts on a lipstick, but it actually turns into a giant worm that climbs up her vagina and turns her evil.
And she doesn't really struggle that much.
No, she liked it. This movie shows you. This movie paints women to be evil lesbians or vampire demons or something like that.
Yeah, the spread of demons is through lesbian kissing.
Yeah, lesbian kissing causes demonic plagues and shit. And I'm sorry, I guess, that's a lot of our listeners are lesbians, so this movie might be offensive to you guys.
Just try not to infect the world with your demonic plague.
I don't know what it is. You notice how, like, the one girl, when the girls give each other kisses and they turn to demons, it's very sensual and pretty. And then when it's like a male demon, it's like a fucking giant snake going up this lady's vagina and shit. It's like, can't you make it any more sexual, this stupid movie? And anyway, the cool part comes up. It feels like Angela in the film is an afterthought. Like they just kind of throw her in the movie here and there. She doesn't really have any point until the end of the film. Because the whole point of her character is she wants to take over Mouse's body, but then she doesn't want. Do you get what happens?
Then she wants Mouse to kill somebody so she can get power.
Yeah, what does that mean? Here's the thing this is the part that it drove me nuts.
You're really getting upset.
Because it's a fucking stupid movie. I didn't like it. And people like it, I'm fine, whatever. You like it, go ahead, good for you. I don't gotta talk to you anymore. But there's the sequence that made me just I looked at the screen and I was like, what am I doing with my life? There's a part where Angela has a giant sword. She has a sword or she's cutting some shit in half. She goes and she is about
don't tell me with the nun?
Yeah, she goes to decapitate the nun and you literally see her head fall off. The nun falls down, right? And I was like, holy shit, they killed the nun. And like fucking Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, she pops her head out of her habit, like if she ducked her head. And I looked at the screen like I couldn't believe what I just saw. Like I couldn't fathom.
How is that possible? You can't compress your neck into your body.
I couldn't fathom it. Like I didn't understand what just happened. Like I can't believe.
Because she didn't duck. It's not like she.
No, you saw.
It actually something to her.
You saw something actually.
Like
you saw something actually fall off of the neck. Like you saw it separate from the neck, and then boom, and then her head popped back up like a cartoon. And I was like, what? What director made this part? Like, why did he do this? Who wrote this part of the movie? Like, why did it happen? I watched it and I was very sad. I was sad about life and why I was here watching this movie. And just for the fact
this movie's gonna kill me.
Just for the fact that you're gonna pick more movies like this made me very sad to myself. It was very saddening.
Oh, I'm gonna try as hard as I can to pick more movies like this.
Just horrible. I don't know what's worse, this movie or your phone connection to this episode.
Do you know who else this guy made? What other movies this guy made that directed this?
I was looking it up last night. It seems like he's made some
Leprechaun in Space.
Oh boy. Oh, that should have been your answer right there. And if you pick that movie, I'm gonna knock you out in your fucking street, I swear to you. And
it would be awesome to have a Brian
Trenchard-Smith. Trenchers, right? I felt like I was in the trenches myself, like a fucking war, trying to watch this with my soul. What are weird things that you picked out? We're already 21 minutes in this. I can't believe I talked that much. What are weird things that you?
We don't really have. There's really nothing else to say, Alex.
I know people try to listen. I guess people listen to us because they want to hear something funny, but I really have nothing funny to say about it. I was very surprised.
I don't have anything funny to say either.
I was very surprised at the main.
It's a kind of stupid, sort of enjoyable movie. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you know what I did like? I liked the ending a lot, actually.
Yeah, let's get to that. But first of all, I was very surprised that the main actress got naked in the film, but not Christine Taylor. We were very strange. You notice that the main girl with the red hair? But then I was looking on...
Ben was waving his finger and like violently giving her looks in the background.
Yeah, right. I was looking on the IMDb page of the main girl who played BB in the film. And I guess they were trying to, oh, how old was she when she was making this? So I think they were saying she was 17 when she did this movie or something. She was younger than actual legal age.
Oh, that's great. So we can be pedophiles as we watch this too.
There you go. So if you're into
demon philosophy,
if you're into jailbait, go ahead and watch this movie. I think I put the animation up during Demon Month for all of our lesbian listeners to enjoy her small knockers.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I don't like the characters. I don't like nobody. But at the end, when they have the final battle with Angela, she turns into a snake woman, and it's funny because she looks like Dio, you know, this metal singer.
Okay.
She's like Holy Diver or Sunset Superman and stuff like that. She kind of looks like that was cool. Like
yeah, I like that.
For the most part, the practical effects look pretty good in this movie. There's only one part where the practical effect I was like, holy shit, is when Mouse at the beginning has a nightmare that she tears half of her face off, and then you can clearly see it's really bad makeup effects of her jaw missing. But other than that, towards the ending, when Angela turns into a snake, she looks pretty fucking cool because she's like coiling around.
It's kind of like a crocodile too at the same time.
Yeah, and that's a really cool effect. But then they do that bullshit where sunlight kills her. I mean, come on, man, what? But it was sunlight in the form of a cross, I guess, on the wall. And I don't know. What did you like about this movie?
You know, the effects were kind of cool, and I love demons, so I always have a soft spot for them. That's about it.
I like this. The only part that I liked about the film, besides the snake part, is
it's lovably cheesy too, in a way.
I like the part where and they had a whole potential thing with that party. They could have had so much more of a body count in this film.
Well, that's what the first movie is like. More people at the party, I believe, but.
This film, because there's a part where the demons start attacking people. There's awesome, the bitch character, her breasts turn into hands, and I was waiting to see that girl's jugs throughout the whole movie, but they weren't really jugs, I guess, because they turned into hands and attack her boyfriend, and she's a slut too, man. She was making out with that guy to get everybody at the party. Anyway, so
horny lady.
Her breast hands turn into start breaking one of his hands, and the other one starts melting the other hand. That was a cool scene. But that whole sequence right there is cool because then it becomes like mayhem, and you think it was gonna be kind of, you know, Carrie level of kind of craziness happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you think it was gonna be like even Carrie 2: The Rage, that piece of garbage. Like it was gonna
Or
be
demons.
Right, it was
Like,
gonna be nuts like that, and like, cause then Angela has a pretty cool scene where she's doing like this sexy dance on top of a table to like almost Slayer kind of death metal.
right.
That whole scene was fucking great. I was like, okay, it took me an hour to see something great in this movie, and then it goes right down the toilet after that again until the very end. And yeah, I didn't like this movie.
So what is your rating?
I will give this movie a 3 out of 15. Breast turning into hand, attacking your boyfriend. I don't even give a shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, you took mine.
Okay, you can take it again. I don't give a shit.
Okay, you said 3 out of 15. I'm gonna say 4 out of 12.
Wow, I thought you would give it a higher rating.
Yeah, and I just wanted to use something other than 10, and I wanted it to be divisible a third or something, because you did a fifth. You know what? You're right. You're right.
People are gonna jump out the window when they hear you this episode. I swear to you.
I
You sound
give it a
horrible this
4.5 out of 12. 4.5 out of 12. Lipstick snake climbing into a girl's vagina as she barely resists.
That's pretty good. This is one of our worst episodes ever. So our next film is Wreck 2.
Yeah, Wreck 2.
And Danny, since you sound like a robot, what is the final word?
I come in peace.
The horror deconstruction.
It's like an alien voice. Aliens say I come in peace, not robots. What does a robot care about peace?